Hello everybody, Dadas here, Dadas Trading System Workshop, and welcome to the next episode of the Trade with Dadas series. Okay, so this episode is a summary of the whole week, and perhaps maybe not even the whole week, a little bit more, because I would like to show you something. Well, first of all, those who have been watching my series know that I've been working on implementing the range bar charts into the Dadas trading system, and I've been finally successful with that one. And yeah, the everything looks very promising. We are working with the lead time frame M15, of course taking into the consideration price action in relation to the daily levels and the H4 levels, and also any other levels that might be irrelevant in this in the context. So meaning that the price is somewhere near those levels, right? And of course we take into consideration action of the oscillator here. That's the Eller's adaptive center of gravity oscillator, right? Of course, the news and other factors like average true ranges, average daily ranges, typical ranges, right? Whereas the final transaction is made here on the range bar charts right now, or the M1 chart, depending on which option the trader chooses, right? Because basically the system is sort of divided into certain sections, so that for day trading and scalping we use the M15, M5, and M1. Well, we either trade on the M5 or on the M1. That's also up to the trader. The other series is H4, H1, M30 for those who wanna trade in longer terms, or maybe perhaps in mid terms, right? Sort of like hold positions for more than a day, maybe even a week, right? And for those who like to trade longer terms, we use the monthly, weekly, and daily, right? So basically, also considering annual candles that you see underneath, right? Then we of course don't necessarily need to use these, but we might use the annual close, right? So the close of the previous year, or we might use even the monthly close, but the monthly close is pretty obvious. Well, unless we want to go down to D1 to make a transaction, then we see those levels, right? And of course all the other price action and then all the other factors, right? Of course. So yeah, so but for the purposes of day trading, we use M15, M5, M1, or otherwise we use M15 and a range bar chart, right? Where we also do the same things, clicking the same levels, right? And we can see that then the price action of the range bar chart in relation to all those other levels that we're interested in at the given moment, right? And also, of course, there is that element of the ruler, where we try to find, or we aim to find the like right here, the center of oscillation. So in other words, a certain pivot level, right? And then we can use these extra lines right here to figure out where the stop loss would have to be. And then for example, we go down and we try to find another on the same timeline. Yeah, on the same timeline we try to find the level that the price is most likely to retest. So it would be another level, another oscillation pivot, right? So perhaps the pivot of this oscillation, yeah, like this, yeah, you see, very close, yeah, the price, yeah, just like magic, right? Just like magic, where the price went down. Anyway, so we can do it like this by using a simple Fibonacci tool with only the midline, right? Or we can just judge with our eye, more or less, find the level, the level where the price which the price respected both as support and resistance, right? So such a level is somewhere, yeah, you see right here, right there is a level where it was a support, so we could take it a little bit down, more downwards, right? Of course, we need to pay attention to the timeline, because we need the pivot at the right place, yeah. So yeah, and then yeah, we can see that. So we can try to be very precise, or maybe not so very precise, because we never have the guarantee that the price is actually gonna get there. So it's better to put your take profit a little bit narrower, so that the price will take it. Anyways, this measure will be then visible on the okay, we need to refresh that. You see, yeah, and this measure is then visible right there on the range bar charts. Yeah, so we can switch off, for example, the H4, and we have this pivot, which yeah, turns out to be exactly the resistance level right here, with the typical head and shoulders, right? So you have shoulder, head, shoulder formation, and then the other elements that are showing us the direction. Yeah. Anyways, what happened? What happened is like this. During the week, the whole week. Well, I actually opened this small account, relatively small account, you see, on the 13th of June, right? On the 13th of June, I think that was a Wednesday before the last, right? So that would be a week and, let's say, 3 days or something like that. So the initial deposit was at 1,500, right? And overall, I made 1,883.17. So in other words, I more than doubled the account. Yeah, you see that the final balance is 3,360.91. That means that I more than doubled the account over what? Over 7 days, practically. Practically 7 days, because on the Wednesday I didn't trade a lot. I think I made only 2 or 3 trades during that Wednesday. So yeah. Anyways, and as you can see, even the win ratio wasn't so very good, because the win ratio was only 59.65%, whereas my goal is more like 80 to 90%. So basically, there were some drawdowns, as you can see, and there were then gains as well. So, and to tell you the truth, I'm not very satisfied with my own performance right here, because these, at least in the beginning, these 2 drawdowns are not the way I like to do it. This is something I really don't like to do, and this is I think this is still my major sin in trading, letting those drawdowns go so far, and that, unfortunately, with my way, with my psyche, there are times when I still let the drawdown go so low, but then I I do all my best in order to get back, right? But anyways, I'm not satisfied with myself as far as those drawdowns are concerned. So I still need to work on that factor of mine. And you see, it's pretty regular. We get a drawdown, but a bigger or a smaller drawdown, but then a comeback and another little drawdown and a comeback and a drawdown and a comeback. So there are stop losses on the way. There are situations where I simply say, forget it, I'm getting out, right? And then there are situations where I'm getting back, right? So yeah, the getting back is probably a good thing, because that's all it is. Yeah, you need to earn more than you lose. So that's what it's all about. However, those drawdowns are something which I am not satisfied with, and I need to work on myself in order to get rid of those situations. And when I get rid of those situations, then I think I will be satisfied, and perhaps I will even get a better win ratio. Yeah. Okay. Because as far as the risk to reward is concerned, well, obviously it looks like it's all right, because we are. I mean, apart from those drawdown moments, on all the other moments, everything seems to be okay. And anyway, this chart proves something, or let's say the end result proves that it's good. Okay, all right. So that's it. That's the summary. I think we should consider this the whole week as satisfactory, and then starting tomorrow, Monday, we'll continue. And yeah. So, as usual, please join me. Well, you can find my videos on YouTube, on Patreon. On Patreon, you will get more. You can get my system on Patreon, or through Patreon. If you don't need, or if you don't wish to use Patreon, you can simply go to PayPal, but please first join me on Skype, communicate with me, and I am doing live trading sessions. As far as there are enough participants who would like to participate in those live trading sessions, minimum 5, maximum 10 participants. Okay. So I am on Forex Factory, Dadas, and Dadas Trading System Workshop. I am on Forex CT.pl, and I am on Navigator, Forex Navigator Biz. Those are the two Polish forums as well. And yeah, and yes, please join me, and let's make it happen.